All right. I said, you never bring me anything easy.
No.
All right.
That's right. Too.
Okay, we're back on the record. Court does call the case of our management versus Bobcat Bonnies.
And we're off. The courtroom's back in session, and right out the gate, it's Power Management versus Bobcat Bonnies. Sounds more like a rock band than a legal dispute, right? But nope, this one's all about a landlord-tenant case where the defendants didn't even show up. Let's see how that plays out when you goes to court for a year.
And Matthew Bouchard.
Ellis Friedman for the plaintiff, Your Honor.
They're not here. All right.
They never appeared, Your Honor. It was and we took a default on the record approximately a year ago.
And I've been trying to work it out. We set this hearing for them to object. At this point, although the terms are placed in, no judgment entered, I don't need it.
Here comes a magic phrase: judgment by default. Translation: if you don't show up, you lose. Plain and simple. The judge doesn't need proof anymore because the defendants ignored the case for months. Quick question for the audience: do you think court should still give another chance in cases like this? Or is a no-show a clear surrender?
Additional proofs at this point, but given all of that, the court will enter the judgment.
Thank you, Your Honor.
The parties having had notice. So I will issue a judgment by default for possession. Redemption amount, inclusive of costs, in the amount of $27,069.70. However, I'll enter it in that amount with the writ to issue in 10 days.
They have long since vacated.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Shakiri Lee.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Casey Mack, P87729 on behalf of the plaintiff.
Shakiri Lee. She is not checked in, and this is her motion. This is a writ hearing. Yes, it is. And her not appearing, are you requesting that the writ issue?
Yes, Your Honor, we are requesting that the writ issue. We received notice of this hearing yesterday. We did not receive a copy of the motion that was filed by the defendant, if filed.
Let me just make sure it wasn't. Was this my setting? It doesn't seem like it would be, but I don't see a motion from her.
Your Honor, we did file first the order of eviction with the court, and then we had filed an amended order of eviction.
Boom, eviction granted. Notice how formal and fast this process is? When a tenant doesn't appear or file motions, the landlord's request goes through like butter. The judge double-checks the paperwork, signs off, and the gears of eviction start turning. Blink, and you miss it real-time justice in under 90 seconds.
Because the payment had...
That's correct. That may be why I did it this way. Yeah, because she did not file a motion. The court set it based upon what had transpired in the case. But
now, here's where it gets heavy. The daughter standing in for her late mother, that's heartbreaking. The judge is trying to balance compassion with procedure, and you can hear that tension in his tone. Notice how the attorney jumps in to keep the focus on the lease paperwork? This is where law meets life, empathy versus enforcement.
What I know why, because the number went to a different amount, yes. So what I will do is we have the amended application in order for eviction, and I've signed it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Arbor Woods versus Ellen Patterson.
Casey Matson for the plaintiff.
Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Marty.
Pardon?
Marty. M-A-R-T-I. Cole. C-O-L-E. I'm the daughter.
You're the daughter. Okay. And you reside at the premises?
Yes.
Does Miss Patterson?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
My mom passed away in August.
Miss Patterson did. That's right. I now recall when we read it. All right, where are we on this case then?
Your Honor, there is still a balance due and owing. We are requesting entry of a judgment today. Miss Mari has failed to fill out a tenancy application and be approved for such. I do believe an occupancy application was filled out. However, in order to, continue the tenancy, she would need to fill out an application for tenancy within the community, which has not been done at this point.
So when was I supposed to fill that out? Because I thought that they were giving me till the end of November to vacate the premises. Nobody contacted me.
You're gonna vacate.
Yeah, I didn't want to stay past the end of November. I just wanted to the end of November to vacate the premises. That's all.
Your Honor, she did request until the end of November. However, my client was not agreeable to give until the end of November, so we would ask for a judgment at this point with 10 days.
When did your mom pass away?
August 14th.
Of this year.
She did.
So you just been scrambling since.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her beneficiary not paying her rent for the time of me being there, but
right, that's what you said the last time, that there was supposed to they haven't paid it and you haven't been able, this person that's receiving the funds has not
done anything. So, and I'm not in contact with her, my brother, my sister. So, yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. In 10 days, that's not enough time.
You just don't.
Let
me ask you this. Okay. I'm going to grant them a judgment because I think it's appropriate in the case for possession. How much time are you really looking at that? If I said you got to get out, what's the soonest you could do it?
November 30th. Maybe a few days before, but I mean, I need that much time because I just started back working. So I do have a security deposit I got to pay when I move. So I have to say.
I got you. Well, you're
I mean, we would object to that. This case was filed in September, so she's had at least 30 days already to.
Yeah, and I just started working this month.
It's her brother.
In October.
Okay, hold on a second. Ms. Manson, what's your name?
Whoa, things are heating up. Family members entering mid-hearing, voices rising. Accusations flying. This just turned from a landlord case into full-on Judge Judy Meets family drama. But here's the kicker: the judge stays cool and reminds everyone, this isn't family court. That's key. He can only rule on possession, not who gets mom's furniture or moral victory.
Yeah, we haven't spoken.
Who is he?
My brother.
Yeah, you can come on up as long as y'all ain't gonna fight.
I don't even know what he's doing here, but yeah, whatever.
All right. So, what's your name?
My name is John Covington Jr.
All right. So what?
I'm Ellen's son. I'm here to kind of give a basic background to this situation. She has been at my mother's house for over a year now. With
who has?
Me.
Okay.
Not being able to keep employment. It also already has had 2 evictions by my mother as far as paperwork when she's been at the home. I have talked to her.
So why does this matter to me?
So I've talked to Arbor Woods of the situation of getting my mother's things out to put in my auntie's.
Oh no, that's what this is about. See, him and my sister have came over with a big U-Haul trying to put me and my kids out so they could remove all the furniture and take it. Those are my mom's possessions, and she did not leave them to him or to one person. And since I'm there, they gonna come and take everything so me and my kids can sit on the floor. Like, that's not right. And I would never do that to them either. When I leave, I'm taking everything with me, moving. So why would he think that everything would be outside or that he could take it to my aunt's house? Me and my kids are using it as of now because we are staying there. And as, like he said, we've been there for a year. We have.
Upon that situation, sir, it was to the point that the eviction had came out. That was the only reason we were over there to try to move the things. Upon that point, as you can, and there are lawyers right there, I'm pretty sure she can talk to who she's representing. She has changed the locks. Only reason I was at the house is I have a key to the house. And
I changed the lock because him, my sister, and my aunt tried to come over and put me out, and they tried to remove everything out of the house so we can have to sit on the floor.
I don't need to put any.
How are you removing the furniture, John, when me and my kids are sitting on it? How are you removing everything out the house and taking it to Pam's house when me and my kids are there using it? I would never do that to you. Shut up.
Things upon you guys.
What things? You don't have no thing. Listen, 2 officers came over. There was officers.
Be right with you in a moment.
I had to call the police on them because they came over trying to put me and my kids out and remove everything. So the officers told him, my aunt and my sister, that they cannot come over there and remove nothing.
Okay, but hold on a minute.
All I wanted was my stuff, which is...
You don't have nothing. Your clothes, I gave them to you when the officer was there, and he said that's it, and he told you not to come back.
All right, so when you guys pulled up to the building...
No, I was here. I didn't.
Just stop. Okay. Don't interrupt me. You can interrupt him all you want.
I'm sorry.
When you pulled up to the building, it said 14A District Court. Walked in here to district court. I am not a probate court. I am not a family court.
Correct.
So all of this stuff that you guys are talking about, I can't do anything about that.
I'm here to figure out the day as far as when she has to be out so we can...
Well, frankly, sir, you don't have any interest in this and haven't appeared until today. So I don't...
Correct. I've been at work.
Well, I don't care where you were. I'm just saying I'm on my 3rd hearing, and she's appeared at every hearing, and you haven't been here. And now you come in here and talking about you want to know what date. I'll give the date because publicly I will that everything's going to happen, but everything else is up to you guys.
No, I understand.
So how much is owing?
Your Honor, rent to retain is $3,140.96. Cost of $186.00 for a total of $3,326.96. We would ask for that writ to issue after 10 days. This is a rented home. They don't have any interest in the home itself.
Got it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to find after finding no tribal issue as to the amount of rent that's due. I'm going to judgment for possession to the landlord. The normal writ date would be the 10th. I am going to extend it a bit, ma'am. I'm not going to give you the 30 days to do it. I'm going to extend it to the 14th. And at that point, the landlord can take it. So writ to issue November 14th or thereafter, 2025. Right? Thank you. I might want to check that hallway down. I'm walking along and having a great day. And then all of a sudden, not. Let's try this case. Northville Crossing versus Barbara Vargo.
Casey Matson on behalf of plaintiff.
Barbara Vargo.
I'm her husband, Michael Vargo.
See, when he says, I'm her husband, he says that proudly every time he appears. All right. Okay. Where are we on this case?
Your Honor, I have rent to retain of $2,016.44, court costs of $190, for a total of $2,206.44. Your Honor, I do believe this is the third hearing, so at this time we would request a judgment.
Right, but I get that you're requesting that. Where are you folks with everything?
Of course, the veterans have been slow responding. Drika Jacob at Washington's VA is working from home actually, and not as many hours. So she finally earlier this week got me information on how to apply online to a different fund through the VA, Emergency Assistant Trust Fund. And then I couldn't figure out how to apply for it online. So anyways, I eventually figured it out, but I'm still waiting for a response. So I have the copies of me applying for that. Madden Litton from the Senior Housing Bureau was waiting on me to let her know where I was with the VA. And around Wednesday, when I was still having issues getting a hold of getting responses back from Madrika, I finally responded to her, but I haven't had a response back. She said there was an opportunity that she could help us. So
That was who?
Senior Housing Bureau of
Housing Bureau for Seniors?
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, and that's their fund where they could pay. She says you might have access to funding that could pay it all.
Right.
This agent Skip, or I can't remember what the funding's name is. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. So you've been working on it, trying to figure it out.
Right.
I'm shocked that the VA has not given you a response.
Well, they
did, but they didn't, and part of it is because they're not really open. And the beautiful whole process.
And right here, the mood completely shifts. The judge is showing humanity, refusing to evict a veteran, while federal aid is still pending. This is that rare courtroom moment where you see discretion in action. Judges can enforce the law and show grace. And this one chooses empathy over eviction. What would you have done in his place?
Mm-hmm. We have this nice federal government that just won't work, and now everybody's trapped. And Ms. Manson, you and your client are going to be mad at me, but I'm going to tell you, we're going to come back for a fourth hearing. I'm not kicking the vet out unless I have to. I'm just not.
I do want to say that I own the house. We own the house.
I know. I got you. I appreciate this. Listen, I appreciate your entire circumstance. I'm just indicating that I'm not kicking a vet out because I know that there are programs there to take care of it, and that absent the ineptness sometimes of our federal government, this would be done. It would be paid for, and you guys could sleep at night, not worry about it. And I know since his difficulties, you've been struggling to try to make it all work. I'm not abandoning you at this point. It's just not happening.
Thank you.
That's just not the way I am. And plaintiff can be as mad as they want at me, and that's fine. I had people mad at me before. I got broad shoulders. I'm going to put it out 2 weeks so that hopefully the Veterans Administration can give an answer within that time. God only knows. But also.
And that's a wrap from no-shows to family feuds to a veteran's plea for time. This session had it all. If you made it this far, tell me in the comments, which judge decision do you agree with most a strict default, the compassionate delay, or something in between? Because this, my friends, is courtroom reality, raw, human, and unpredictable.
So the individual that you contacted at Housing Bureau for Seniors, if it's I think it's Skip, if it's that funding, tell them that you'd like to apply for that right away. I think what they're going to do is they're going to be waiting for the veteran to see what the Veterans Administration does before they do it, because some of that funding is limited. Ask them if you could get that so this can get paid.
Okay.
Now, how much is your monthly rent?
I think it's $896.
Okay. Are you in a position to pay anything toward your rent at this point?
Not at this point. He's only getting a certain amount, and we have, other bills, of like $1,000 a month. And
That's what you guys are living off of right now.
right now. And I had a job at Myers. It didn't work out. They let go a lot of part-time people at that location. So now I'm currently been looking for another job, and I have a job opportunity with the Salvation Army and where we live, our local one. But they're waiting on a background check.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. November 14th, 2025. What time? 3 p.m. And it's likely if we don't have a resolution, I'm going to give them a judgment, but we'll figure something out. What I'd like to see is that between now and that date that you at least put $200, about a quarter of what's owed to the landlord.
Okay.
It's not much, but we don't have much to work with at this point.
Okay.
Okay?
We'll figure something out.
All right. I know you will, and I know.
Every day we're working on it.
I know.
Okay.
You guys take care.
I want to thank you, sir, so much.
You're welcome.
We'll bring you a sandwich next time.
No, you don't have to bring me anything. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nancy, I think that's it.
That is all for me today. Have a great rest of your day.
You do the same. Okay, now I got to step off because then we got to play the video to play the next block.